Hi, hello, welcome to my channel, my new YouTube channel. Here we go again. I'm glad you're here. Before I show you what I'm eating in a day to lose weight right now, I want to explain a few things that are really important. And the first one being, who am I, especially if you're new to this channel, and kind of what I do. I'm JC, otherwise known as JC Lynn Fit on social media. So if you don't already, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'm JC Lynn Fit pretty much everywhere, and I am the CEO and head coach of Fit and Balance Coaching. So that's kind of like the sweatshirt I'm wearing right now. See? Fit and Balanced. And this is my company where we coach women one-on-one and teach them how to feel confident again in their skin, how to lose weight, how to get toned, how to build a healthy relationship with food, build a body they love, a lifestyle they love, all in a very balanced way. That's where Fit and Balanced came from. We can do both. I also want to talk about what you can expect from this channel, and kind of, if you're new to following me, what I talk about all the time. Obviously fitness and health related content. That's what you can expect, but you can also expect a lot of education. That is what I love to do. It's my heart and soul, is teaching all sorts of things, fitness and health and lifestyle. So I talk a lot about reverse dieting. If you're interested in reverse dieting, stick around. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you want long reverse dieting chats, because that is a bulk of what we do in Fit and Balance Coaching, since so many women undereat for so long. So I talk a lot about reverse dieting. I also talk a lot about dieting, and that's what I'll be talking about today, because that's currently what nutritional phase I'm in. We talk about maintenance phases, talk about macros and tracking macros and tips for that, workouts, programming, building muscle, getting toned, building a healthy relationship with food, learning how to fit in pizza and donuts without feeling guilty. That is what I talk and teach about pretty much 24/7. So if any of that resonated with you, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'll be posting videos pretty much every other week, maybe every week, all about all the things I just talked about. So I'm in a diet. I want to explain what you're going to see today and what dieting phase I'm in before we get too far into this. So this is obviously what I eat in a day to lose weight. This is what I eat for my body to lose weight. So what you're seeing might not work for you. Everyone is so different, and what's a calorie deficit for me might not be a calorie deficit for you, but I know that it can be a struggle to figure out how to hit your protein and how to get the right carbs in and the right fats in for your own macros or calories. So I want to help you out there, and you can get some really fun meal ideas and kind of adjust them to your preferences and to your macro breakdown if you're tracking macros, or if you're not tracking macros. I literally just eat normal food, and that's what we teach our clients at Fit and Balance to do, so you'll just get some yummy meal ideas too. As you'll learn if you subscribe to this channel, there are multiple different dieting phases or nutritional phases that you should be going through. There's your maintenance phase, which is the amount that you eat and you just maintain your weight. You're eating the same amount that you burn every single day. That's where you should live most of the time. You should be in maintenance most of the time. If you want to lose weight, you can drop into a caloric deficit, and you're eating less than you burn in a day, so you're going to lose weight. The scale's going to go down. Okay? If you want to gain weight or gain muscle in a little bit more of an optimized way, you can go from maintenance to a little bit of a surplus. I hate the term bulk, and we don't do that with our clients at Fit and Balance, but we do utilize tiny surpluses to work on building muscle. So you have your dieting, you have your maintenance, and you have your surplus. But when it goes from dieting to maintenance, you can't just go between the two like that. You can't just be eating 1,500 calories a day and then bump up to 2,400 calories a day. Oh, I should also mention maintenance for most women is between 2,000 to 2,700 calories a day. That's for most women. Even if you're short, don't come at me saying, JC, I'm 5 foot, I can't eat 2,000 calories a day. Literally, one, we've coached hundreds of women in Fit and Balance, and pretty much everyone's maintenance is 2,000 or higher. And two, a lot of the Fit and Balance coaches, because we have four coaches, Becca, Aubrey, Webby, and Julie. At the time of the video, we have 4 coaches. They're all short. I don't know how I did that. I'm 5'7", but they're all short. I don't think Coach Becca is even 5 foot tall, and she maintains at 2,300 calories a day. So don't come at me saying you're short, you can't eat food. You can still eat food. We just have to figure out what's right for you. Okay, so to get from a dieting phase to a maintenance phase, you have to reverse diet and slowly increase over time. That is also a lesson for another video, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a background of different nutritional phases. And me, personally, I have been in maintenance eating between 24 to 2,600 calories all of 2021. I think I dieted in the beginning of 2021, but I basically spent the whole year in maintenance after that. I also spent a good bulk of the year not even tracking. And now it's dieting time. It's game time. We got some big things coming up that I want to look hella good for. I want to get to the fittest physique that I've ever been. And in order to do that, I have to focus on cutting and dieting and losing some fat, and then I'm gonna reverse, get to maintenance again, and continue working on building muscle throughout the rest of the year. So this is probably the one and only diet that I will do this year. I'm already down like 4-ish pounds, but we know the scale fluctuates and it could go back up tomorrow. But so far, I'm a week and a half in and I'm down about 4-ish pounds. I would guess that I'm really down about 2 pounds and that the rest is just kind of scale fluctuations. Okay, so there's that. So for my dieting phase currently, which again, this is not gonna work for you. Do not copy this. I just think it'll be helpful for you to see how I fit in my meals and play the macro Tetris game and make it all fit. Let me pull up my phone and I'll show you this on MyFitnessPal too. But for my dieting phase, I'm in about a 500 calorie deficit. I went from 2,400 calories to 1,900 calories, and my protein goal is 150. My carb goal is 200, and then my fat goal is 55. So that's what I'm working on hitting, and I'm gonna show you today how I do that. I have super basic, simple meals, tasty meals. That's how I like to do things. And I'll give you some tips and tricks along the way too. That way you can kind of see how I get strategic with my macros basically and fit all the food in. It's breakfast time. I'm starving. For breakfast, I've been eating the same thing every day for a while now, and I'll show you my MyFitnessPal so you can see what I'm tracking for breakfast. But I've been having eggs, either 2 eggs and egg whites or just 2 eggs, depending on what I'm eating the rest of the day. Dave's Killer bread. Ever since I've entered my deficit phase, I don't have the luxury of having the bigger bread pieces. So I literally have one of the normal Dave's Killer bread and one of the 70 calorie Dave's Killer bread. I always put spinach in it and then obviously add avocado to my toast. Okay, this is the finished product. Eggs, avocado, 2 different sizes of toast because I'm in a calorie deficit right now. It's really simple, it's really easy. It takes 5 minutes. And, caffeine. Cosmic Stardust. Okay, it's lunchtime, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because you'll see Derek makes all of our food, and he's also a psychopath with bare fisting meat.
Oh, I get it in there perfectly. That makes it better.
That's disgusting.
People handle steaks and other meats. What's the difference? It's just mushed up.
Okay, so for lunch, let me find my phone. I'll show you how I'm tracking it, but we are making lunch right now, and it's basically gonna be tacos. I eat very simple, normal human food meals.
You don't eat dog food?
I don't eat dog food. But like, dieting does not have to mean you only eat kale and grilled chicken. So we're having tacos. We're having ground beef with flour tortillas, with peppers and onions, which are already cooked and prepped in here. I'm gonna add some salsa to it, and eat a little bit of rice. So I'll pop up on the screen how I basically track that, and you can just see. Tracking mistake that I want to go over. A lot of people, for instance, if you were having tacos, you might just type in tacos in MyFitnessPal. And when you do that, it is not accurate. What kind of tacos are they? Who made them? What kind of beef is it? Are there veggies? What kind of tortillas? Like, it's not accurate. So when you're making meals at home, which you should be doing 80% of the time, literally each ingredient. We got our beef, we got our tortillas, we got our veggies, we got our salsa, we got our rice. If you add olive oil or butter or whatever to it, track that, and that's how you should be tracking a meal. Okay, if you eat rice and you like tacos, then get this seasoning. We put it on all of our Mexican style rice. It's really tasty. If you put too much on, it is like a sodium salt like overload. So this is what it starts to look like after you get it all mixed in. Delish. So another tip for tracking macros that I think people overcomplicate is just building your plate. So I have my tortillas. I'm gonna zero out the scale, put it to ounces because that's what I'm gonna track my meat with. And I tracked 4 ounces of cooked beef. So I'm gonna track it as cooked, not raw. If you just type in ground beef, it'll be raw. So you have to like do math and figure out what weight it is cooked, but I track it as cooked. Just see what that looks like. And to be honest, I like to do a little bit more because of the seasoning and stuff. I honestly don't weigh my veggies unless I really need to. Then I need my rice. Again, rice, you want to track it as cooked. So I put steamed to enter it in, and I get a whopping like 2 ounces. That's close enough. And I would like to clarify again that in a maintenance phase, I would be eating the same meal, but to be honest, I would probably have a little bit more meat, and then I would probably have like 6 ounces of rice. Okay, it's snack time. We just got back from our workout. We did legs. I am hungry. So I'm having a protein shake. Because I want to save on fats. I would totally normally use normal milk, but I would rather have more olive oil with dinner, and we're playing macro Tetris today, and I would rather have olive oil than milk. So almond milk and protein, and then I'm also going to have some yogurt. Did anyone else's husband do this? Let's see what he's doing.
You guys. Leave me alone.
You're done.
No.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, cook your food yourself. Tell them what you called me.
I can't use that language on YouTube. All right, it's dinner time, and for dinner, we're having chicken Alfredo, which is a meal that we love to just repeat over and over again when we don't know what to cook. It's super easy to like manipulate to fit your macros because you have a clear carb source, a clear protein source, and fat via the sauce, and I add olive oil. A lot of these Alfredo sauces in the store are super high fat, and usually fat's your lowest macro, so it can be hard to squeeze it in, but look at the different brands, look at the labels, pick the one with the best ingredients or the lowest fat. That's what we like to do. Out. Out.
Yes. Looks like raw chicken.
Okay, so Derek is putting the chicken on our cast iron skillet. I'm going to measure out my pasta and his pasta. We're eating 2 different kinds because we both have different goals to be hitting right now, and he needs more protein. I'm just going to have some fettuccine, and when you're tracking pasta, it's really important that you, if you can, weigh it out dry if you track it dry, because cooked pasta is like double to triple to sometimes quadruple the amount of like weight in grams or ounces. So you don't want to be under eating. So what we normally do is we'll weigh out, you know, I'm gonna have 2 ounces today, which is about 200 calories, 42 carbs, 7 protein, 1 fat. Whenever I'm eyeballing pasta though, or I don't have the opportunity to weigh it out when it's dry and cook it separately, I'll normally just do a little more than double. Hopefully that makes sense.
What are you doing? I'm telling you, it like hurt the back of my throat, and I eat spicy stuff. Is it spicy? Okay, you.
Okay, so this is dinner, all made. There's not a recipe, but this is chicken Alfredo. We have this meal a lot. I have 2 ounces of pasta, 4 ounces of broccoli. Another pro tip when you're tracking macros, or at least when you are in a dieting phase, load up on the fruits and veggies to add more volume to your meals so you're not as hungry. So I have a ton of broccoli, and it's like a big plate of food, and I have a lot of chicken, and it's gonna be delicious. Final meal of the day is fruit. I just chopped up some strawberries. I'm having like 60 grams of strawberries, 60 grams of raspberries, a decent sized bowl of fruit. I just have to wash this off and then put it in a bowl and then eat it. And I'm ending the day within 5 grams of every macro. To be consistent, you ideally want to be within 10 grams of carbs and protein and within 5 grams of that. And that was my full day of eating. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, like and subscribe, and comment below if you want to see more videos like this, or just any video ideas that you have about eating, dieting, nutrition, reverse dieting, workouts, programming. I'll make it all. Nova, what are you doing? Have you picked up? Ella. Daisy.